I think when we talk about the senior roles within business and we talk about chief executive or managing director, general manager, ops director, for me, there's got to be, a distinct advantage if you've got finance understanding within those individuals. So a lot of the characteristics in finance are important in general management, whether it's the discipline which we sort of inherit because of the nature of our profession, or whether it's the fact that we've experienced different areas of the business. We've worked in sales or we work with marketing, or whether it's the fact that we've got a good way, in a sense, and a good discipline around prioritisation. Looking at what payback is on things, looking at value-based management. All these things are quite natural to finance professionals, and they play very strongly in those operational or senior general management roles. But they only work really if that's what you want as a finance professional. So it doesn't necessarily suit everyone. So you've got to be very clear about what you feel you're capable of and what you want to aspire to as an individual. And if you've got those sort of leadership characteristics within you as a finance professional, I suspect you'll be very successful in general management.
I think having a financial background or some sort of financial training is absolutely key when it comes to being an MD or a CEO. You have to understand the numbers. You have to understand what makes a profit. You have to understand, how costs arise and what happens if you change into new areas or new products. So having a finance person as a key decision maker is absolutely critical. I think FDs in small businesses normally make good MDs, CEOs. I think that's really because the FD of a small business is very much a jack of all trades. I think in a small company, it's not about pure finance. I think there's not a role for a pure financial person that there would be in a mid-sized or a large company. I certainly think in a small company you have to be involved in things like the lease on the property, the IT, all the operational issues as well. Finance has always been traditionally a support role, supporting the leaders amongst the sales team, supporting them on new product development, entering new markets, and all the data that needs to be compiled, competitor analysis and such, that needs to be done in order to support the new ventures.
Many boards are led by somebody who is an accountant. Clearly there's a lot more to it than just that deep understanding of the basic financial statements. But in my view that needs to be a given for any board member. But it's so much more than that, because it's about how you drive improvement in those financial statements, and that can only come from pulling the appropriate levers, whether that be clients, whether that be employees, products, markets, etc. But it's really understanding the implications of each of those areas and how we're going to focus to best return. And I think for a CEO or an MD to set strategy, they clearly need to understand those choices they make, what's the likely outcome from those? And that outcome would need to be expressed in pounds and pence. So again, I think the ability to look at things and to see the financial consequences of decisions really should be central to pretty much every board.